Back again, another day, and today is the day we're going to be leaving. And you can tell by my woolly hat and big jacket, it is absolutely pouring down and it's freezing cold. Well, not compared to home, but it's cold for here. Cold, but what I'm used to anyway. So at the moment, I'm actually going down the dock at the moment, and I'm going to go and help the gentleman get his boat out because he's solo sailing. So I'm going to go and help him get his boat out, and he's going to go and get some fuel before he sets sail today. So an exciting day for us and an exciting day for him. Could have picked the worst day to sail in, but at least there's a bit of wind, so it should be a good sail. And we're going to head away south, so heading south today. So this is his boat here. I'm just going to go and give him a knock, see if he's ready to rock and roll. So you can tell how much cringed I am. The heavens have opened and it's pouring down with rain now. So we're to the fuel dock here. Michael's just getting fuel, and there's a little cabin just behind me there, and that's where he is paying. So I'm just going to give him a push off, and then that's him on his way on his own. And then we're going to come out. I'm going to go back round to Simon and Kim in the moment, and then help them get off the dock, and then we're going to go and follow Michael. So that's the Michael away. It's a lovely boat, that is, and he's a lovely man. Just love listening to his stories. Okay, I'm way back round to Britican now. I'm gonna go and get in that boat and get sorted and get on the road, or on the water as they say. And we'll get out of here and head to warmer climates, hopefully. It's perishing. Oh, it's like being back at home. That's it, guys. On the way. So there's the helm there now. I'm just going to head away south. So it's cool. So goodbye, Charles. We're heading away south. We're hoping to be there by about 3 o'clock tomorrow. So we're going to do an overnight passage. Tonight is going to be 3 hours on, 3 hours off. So it's going to be my first nighttime passage sailing. I've never sailed before, but this is going to be the first one at night time. During the night, the weather changed dramatically. It was freezing cold, and we had driving rain. Instead of doing 3 hours on and 3 hours off, Simon himself decided to change it to doing 2 hours on, 2 hours off. The reason being we were just that cold, we just couldn't warm ourselves up. So that 2 hours made a big difference, and adding an extra hour wouldn't have been very nice at all. As you can see me sitting here, I was just wrapped up. I just couldn't get warm at all. Never mind, it's all a learning curve, and I did enjoy it.
And we did have good winds as well, because we had gusted about 25 knots winds, and we're doing about 8.5 knots sailing wise, so it was good. It was a learning curve again, and all these little things help a lot for me, so as long as I can learn, everything's great. Doesn't matter if you're a fisherman or you're a trawler fisherman or a passenger boat person, every little thing helps in this world, so it's all good. So never mind, we got the whole night done and it was lush. Morning. Let's stay like now, and that was the first overnight passage done, just group. It's not a very nice day at all, but we have got about 1 mile to go, and we're doing about 7 knots, and we're having gusts of wind, about 20 knots gusts. So we should be there about an hour's time, which should be quite cool. So look, this is what it looks like out here today, which doesn't look very nice at all. Freezing cold passage, we were all glad to get ashore on Amelia Island, and we headed to the main office to get all signed in, to check our paperwork, just to make sure we're all who we are and where we've come from, to register our boats as well. After that we headed out into town, and we stumbled across an old-fashioned telephone box, which was actually a surprise to see this on this island, especially to see these in the UK quite a lot. And we head out to a lovely Italian restaurant to have a lush meal. Here's all the gang here sitting together. Morning everyone. Well, it was a really good first sail. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was freezing cold, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. We got anchored up in Amelia Island, and we decided to stay there for the night, and then we got up early this morning, and we left about 6 this morning to head down to St Augustine. But yesterday, after we got anchored up, we went to a pub just for a quick drink, and then all the fun and games kind of started. Michael is another yacht that's actually following us, or we're following him, one of the two. He's coming down to St Augustine with us. His mooring came loose, so it was all kind of hands on deck to try and get his boat back. But luckily for Michael, it went past this boat and close to another boat, and the couple kind of fended it off, and then it just blew back into their boat, and I gave them time to put some fenders down and grab a hold of some ropes and tie it off. So by the time we got across there, it was all nice and tied up against their boat. So he's very lucky, and it's, bless him, it's the first time it's ever happened to him, so he's a bit shaken up, and he's 71 years of age, and you've got to take your hand off him because he's solo sailing. And as I say, that's the first time it's ever happened to him, and he got himself such a shock. But it's all good though, it's all good. Not a scratch in his boat, not a scratch in the other couple's boat. And we've got him anchored back over again, and he was on the back of the mooring ball again, and it was perfect. And he's just behind us here now, following behind us, so it's really good. So, but no, it wasn't very pleasant because it was absolutely blowing a gale last night. It was gusting 30 knots. It was driving rain, and we had sheet lightning, so it wasn't very pleasant at all. And today is not very pleasant either. It's the sea's a lot better. It's not as rough the sea today. It's still perishing cold. As you can tell, I've been wet through 2 or 3 times now, and I've got Kim's jacket on here now, and our wellies. Didn't think to bring wellies. I brought flip-flops, not wellies, but never mind. But all's good. So we're heading south now, so I'm just keeping an eye at a few ships as they're coming past. There's a few trawlers around as well, but so we're just heading away south nice and nicely here. So I'll just show you what the weather's like today.